Welcome to Let's Fly VFR. Today we're going to visit somewhere new. We're going to head out to Freeman Memorial Airport and play up a little bit. So here's the view of the local area. A lot of mountains around. This is the southern end of the mountains, this area. You fly a little bit further south, it's all nice and flat. And we're heading back down to our Let's Fly VFR Robin 401 CDI, I think it is. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't been here before and you like what you see today, please feel free to hit that subscribe and the like button. Leave me some comments. Love to hear from you. So let's take this Robin for a bit of a cruise. I wanted to check out a number of things today. I wanted to check out some handling characteristics, low speed during landings, play up a little bit because I heard the authorities are all home, not looking today, so we're going to go out and fly around, have a bit of fun, and see what else there is to be seen out here in at Freeman Memorial. Now, I did try and get some ortho scenery for this, but at Zoom 16 and Zoom 19 around the airport didn't seem to make any difference, so either I'm getting something wrong or the scenery is already very good, and we're still sitting at around 30 FPS with everything pretty much maxed out. From the last performance video, if you've seen that one, you'll find it on the website. We had our textures, we had objects and effects all maxed out, and I've just added a little bit to the reflections on this, and I'm still getting really good flight. So let's head around and let's see who we can buzz in this nice little town. Let's head around. It's a bit of a steep turn, but we've got plenty of speed, which is fine. And look what lies ahead of us. Nice row of trees, so let's get down there amongst them. I just wonder whether my wingtips are going through the trees or not, but I dare not look because I know it'll get bad from that point. Heading down here and upset the locals. And we'll hoof up out the other side. A little bit on the wing vortices there, which is pretty nice. It's all still happening. And we'll get down amongst the town. Zip through there. Watch out for the random trees. Not doing a bad job of missing them. And up and out the other side. Not quite the smoothest finished on the overrun roll as I come out there. So buzzing around now, can you see the MD-80 guys? I was looking at that, and then it occurred to me that sure whether we got wake turbulence in X-plane, so I thought, well, why don't I fly in and follow him, because I won't be able to keep up with him, and just see what happens. This is nice in the Let's Fly VFR colours, yellow and red. So let's go and see whether we get any turbulence or not as this MD-80 comes in to land at Freeman Memorial. This is a fairly high airport. I just dialed into Google for an airport that was in the mountains, and this was one that came up. It's up at a bit over 5,000 feet, guys, so it's a fairly picturesque place. I bet it's a beautiful place to live. I'm getting bounced around a little bit there. You can see it's just shaking around. The nose is moving around in the turbulence. It's not me. So that's interesting. Really interested to see that was modelled and it's there. So normally with the wake turbulence, guys, you will find it behind and below. It tends to sink behind an aircraft. So if you see multiples of aircraft coming in, you'll see that the one trailer is always kept above or just slightly above the glide path of the aircraft ahead of it. I think that's how ATC sort of control that. But if you're flying aircraft around big airports and there's lots of aircraft coming in and out, just be aware that X-plane is going to model it for you. So let's do a few circuits and see how we go there. I was interested again to see low speed and turning performance and just see if I could hurt myself, because I watched a few videos on YouTube during the week which were unfortunately fatalities in aircraft. There was one where a gentleman or a lady, let's say pilot, took off and just climbed really steeply to the point the aircraft stalled. It winged over and they just nosed into the ground for a couple hundred feet. Not recoverable and not survivable, unfortunately. And there was another one of an aircraft where the engine performance wasn't 100%. There's some engine issues. It could have been a little bit of altitude as well, which you would encounter here at 5,000 feet. Your density altitude is going to reduce some of your performance. Now, if you look in the pilot operating handbook, it'll give you performance figures for all those sorts of things. But unfortunately, that particular one, the aircraft sort of just lifted up and then back onto the ground, and then through the end of the runway and into a mound, which was fatal for one of the passengers, I believe. So, look, it's a dangerous game, isn't it? So we're getting a little bit of turbulence here still. I'm not sure if that's residual from the aircraft, from the MD-80, or whether it's just winds, because I've got real world weather on. Obviously a beautiful day when I flew this. Nose up, and just a nice gentle touchdown. Not too bad. Centerline is still not my friend though. I can't seem to keep myself on it. So let's go around and give it another bash. Let's power back up again. Flaps away. We'll do a flapless takeoff on this one. We'll climb out, keep the nose pointing down the runway. Lots of traffic happening there on the road. It is so good. It just feels alive when you're flying around an X-plane. I don't know if that's changed in P3D, and obviously the new flight sim. A little bit of a stall there. I was just trying the steepness of the turn as I came around. Just a little stall warning, but it didn't do anything nasty. So let's get ourselves in on a very poor final. This one's a little bit better altitude-wise. This is a little bit more standard, shall we say, about that 3 degrees as we come in. Ourselves stable, that nose steady. It's still moving around a little bit. A little bit of wind from right to left, I think, on this. Now I've got another nice video I'm sure you're going to enjoy. A bit of a cross-country from here to another airport, not that far away, but the landing on that was very interesting. There's a lot of crosswind on that one. Hold the nose up. Just keep the point of the nose there on the horizon as you hold up. You don't keep focusing on that black set of marks where the tyres hit, guys. As you come in over the threshold, you've got to lift your view, look down the runway, because if you look at those black marks where you want to land, you'll fly into them essentially. Your brain just can't deal with it. So you've got to change that sight picture. So coming around again, this one's a little bit steeper, but for me not unusual. My instructors were all glider pilots as well, and they like to have you glide in, so if the engine cut out at this point, you still had plenty of altitude and speed to make it in there. Just different perspectives on how you do things. None of them are necessarily wrong, but they work. It works. So here we go, coming back in. Now look for the transition over the head now. Take your eyes off the black lines, look down the far end, hold the nose up, let the speed bleed off, and hopefully we just get a little bit of a stall warning as we touch down. That would be ideal. Not on that occasion. We got through that one. Okay, that worked out pretty well. So that's probably enough circuits for now. Let's taxi in and have a bit of a look at all the great scenery that's been created here at this 3D airport at Freeman Memorial. Whoever's spent a lot of time working on this has done a great job. From lines through to the buildings, through to all the items around, and all the animated stuff that's running. I think animated fuel trucks and the glorious Let's Fly VFR Robin. Now, if you're not sure how to do that and you'd like to repaint your aircraft, guys, it's really easy, and you can do it in 3D Paint in Windows 10. Find yourself a texture and just plonk it down over the bits that you want to change colour to. Anything that's black around the sides doesn't accept the colour, so you don't have to worry about the edges. You just use patches. I've used metalwork, textures and things off the internet. And there's our MD-80 taxiing in. Now if I've got the name of the aircraft right, feel free to let me know. Jets are not my, well, military jets are, but civilian airliners are not my strong point. So I hope you enjoyed the little fly around. Look forward to catching you back at Let's Fly VFR again soon. And again, if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that subscribe and hitting the like button. And I will see you back here at Let's Fly VFR again for another fun video, I hope, in the very near future. Thanks for coming along. Catch you then. Bye bye.